Inside AT&T Park, the home of the Giants, as we ready for baseball from the city by the bay. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Seattle Mariners and the San Francisco Giants. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs.
Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Chris Brock gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come out of the gates slowly. Just one of their first 4 have been wins.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. This is a fight at the bat rack. Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
Ready now, Alex Rodriguez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Guillen aboard here at first with nobody out. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, I bet the manager breathed a sigh of relief when he saw he wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
Stepping in, Ken Griffey Jr. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, a ball and no. First and second here with nobody out. And it's a ball and a strike to Ken Griffey Jr.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
The 3-1. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Into the box, number 43. He's ready for his first AB here in this one. First offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gets dirty and gloves it. There's one just late. He's safe. A major league effort, but he couldn't finish the play, so the run comes in to score.
Boy, that was a smooth play, wasn't it? Great job to lay out and make the stop, and then to feed the second from his knees for the out. Pretty impressive display there.
Into the box, David Segui.
And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field.
And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
Stepping in now, Bones, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Bernard is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting 7, third baseman, Russ Davis.
So striding forward now, Russ Davis. And the Mariners trying to make this first inning even bigger here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And a relay home. And he is safe at the plate. And the lead is now 3-0.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a strike.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit. His side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Mariners 3 and the Giants coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gapper with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in this.
Freddie Garcia will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively.
To start the year, still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today,
Batting
boys.
second, third baseman. Bill
Digging in, Bill Miller. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air out to right. Bones sprinting after it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third, left fielder.
Set to get his day started, Barry Bonds, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First offering on its way. To short, hit hard. Rodriguez has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Giants are down on 4 pitches. They trail in this one 3-0.
18-year career, 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
0-1 the count. And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give him anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
And that's through into center field, base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's and that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Now the 2-1. Left center, base hit. 1 run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. Safe at the plate as they push the lead to 5 now.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Standing in now, Ken Griffey Jr. as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Now the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that's a much needed first out there. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, number 43. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he'll get back in standing. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Digging in to try it again, David Segui. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Missed with a slider.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Burks will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors on a single in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. And a swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Striding into the box, Dan Wilson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Slider, and look out. That's up in the danger zone.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Hit on the ground out to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to bite and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
Into the box, Freddie Garcia, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Now the 1-0 misses, ball 2.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Pitch is popped up. Kent over to his left. 2 down.
Up next for Seattle, second baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Guillen. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. Goes to 3rd with it, and he nails him at 3rd. Great throw. So no runs on a hit here. No.
This change for the Mariners. Now playing left field, number 47, John.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
It's 3 balls and a strike to the Giants left fielder. Bernard on second. Miller on at first with 2 down. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he fouls this one off. He'll try it again. 3-2. Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Griffey waits on it. And that retires the side. Giants leave a couple. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. So coming to the plate, Alex Rodriguez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Slapped hard the opposite way. A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Well, you can't fault the fielder for being aggressive. He sold out to try to catch this thing, but he comes up empty and the ball just squirts by him. High risk, high reward move that just didn't pay off.
In now, Ken Griffey Jr. A shot down the first baseline. And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Standing in now, John Mabry, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Runner goes for second. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there.
Hey, a good right-handed pickoff move is really all about the footwork, and that was nice. He got his feet all the way around the first, which allowed his hips and everything else to clear for an accurate throw to the inside of the bag.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to top by a count of 6-0. Now at the plate, number 29. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. In there, a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Marvin Bernard, lifted in the air to center. Under it is Griffey as he takes it for out number 2. So in now for San Francisco, Bill Miller, a hit in 2 tries so far. Ground ball right side. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Now batting, left fielder.
At the plate, Barry Bonds, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
He's been really effective in this one so far. But it's interesting here that with a couple of guys on base, he seems to be not trusting his stuff quite as much. Kind of messing around the strike zone a little bit.
The 2-2. Ripped down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. Now a long throw home. And not in time as the run scores.
Dan, you were one pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
I'm set with the 0-1. Here's a strike.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And this one's in the dirt. Throw to third, and oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. So now 2 men in scoring position. The 1-2. Popped him up. Segui on the move. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men.
Going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. First.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Coming to the plate now, Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there. And it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
2-0 now. Three runs already home here. And he lays off again. Ball 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots. And now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
The 3-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And finally, there's the first out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, John Mabry. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Bonds. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
First baseman number 21.
Standing in, David Segui is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Stepping in now, Bones, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Hit hard to short. Reined in. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up and lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th. And he lays off there 1-0.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
throw won't get him.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. A grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Popped him up. Guillen moving to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Now to the plate, Ellis Burks, and they're runners at the corners now. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Misses, ball 2. Skied into very shallow right. Bones moves over, and he makes the catch for the second out. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first to be in time to get him, and the Mariners will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The Seattle Mariners hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Freddie Garcia gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Chris Brock permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First, for the victorious Seattle Mariners, 9 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Giants, 5 runs on 14 hits. 1 error. They left 14 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 36 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 41,503. The Giants thank you for attending today's game at AT&T Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.
Inside AT&T Park, the home of the Giants, as we ready for baseball from the city by the bay. Today, the finale of this quick 2-game series between the Seattle Mariners and the San Francisco Giants. It's time for Giants baseball. Next. Mark Gardner is on the mound for the Giants in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't.
Standing in, Ken Griffey Jr. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. Just underway here in San Francisco. Popped him up. Miller shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Mariners are down in order. Now it'll be the Giants' turn. No score. Ken Cloud, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully,
the officiating crew in this one, behind the plate, is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
So stepping in, Barry Bonds. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Digging in now, Jeff Kent. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. From the stretch, there goes the runner. That's a strike. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit down the third baseline. Bonds at second with 2 down. Swing and he pops him up, and the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Giants come up empty in the first. We'll go to the second from San Francisco. Into the box, Rich Aurelia, as he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike 1. And that misses 1-1.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
He's set and the pitch.
Number 29.
A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Burks at third with 2 away. Hit down the line at first. Segui takes it in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0.
You know what, and this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Way in front of that fastball. Bonds can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right hand. Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Giants leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless.
See a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
The 1-1 home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. And another throw over. And he'll dive back in safely. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. And now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Runner goes for second. In there. Now the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Still 1-2. Here he comes again. 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Bernard is after it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Now batting, first baseman, David Segui.
So coming to the plate, David Segui. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team the lead.
Aurelia takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Edgar Martinez.
Stepping up now, Edgar Martinez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. '50th pitch of the game on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Swing and a liner, but foul. Rodriguez on third with 2 out. This is popped up. Aurelia is calling for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. This is line to left, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Now you got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
Here comes the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Now the 2-1 pitch. Line drive, base hit. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Into the box, Ken Griffey Jr. as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Stepping in now, David Segui, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and that's a fair ball as it's through into right field. And on the error, a run is going to score, and they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first baseline. If the first baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, Dero. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit where vacated where the first baseman, if he was holding on, that would probably have been one of those 3-6-3 double plays. Instead, it's down the line for a base hit.
And he'll watch the slurve that falls in for strike one. On the ground up the middle, fielded cleanly. He'll go to the bag for one. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Good pitch on the ground ball there, and an even better job up the middle to take it himself and turn two. Pretty smooth.
In now, number 43. Line to the right side. That gets down, and the inning continues.
In order to play at this level, you got to have unbelievable hand-eye coordination. And that pitch wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to get perfect wood on that baseball.
Standing in now, John Mabry, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
Well, he's had a good game at the plate so far, 2 for 2, but I don't think you want to work around him if you're on the mound. Pitch him smart, but you certainly don't want to give him too much credit.
Two balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman. Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. Grounded back up the middle, reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 5 base hits, no errors, and a runner pitcher here.
Number 9, Frank Maine.
And that misses inside, 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
3-1 the count now. He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Center fielder, number 7, Marvin Bernard.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Bobby Ayala will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Swing and a line drive. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. And he will make it around as he gets in there at third on what was a terrible throw.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Into the box now, Bill Miller, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and a huge strikeout there, as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here. Striding into the box, Barry Bonds. From the belt, the pitch. Missed with a slider. Ayala is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty D, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Full count, 3-2. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And a high strike there, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Giants leave them loaded. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds at 3-2. David Bell will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 25, David Bell.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Two and 0 now. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Three and 0 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch. Line towards center field. In there with base hit. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Stepping in now, Carlos Guillen. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 3 runs, 11 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Hit out towards second. And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
In now, Alex Rodriguez.
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
And that's through into left, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, Dero. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout. Something to get you back in this inning.
Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
And a neck-high fastball that time. On a line to shortstop.
First baseman number 21.
An 0-2.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Oh, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And a big RBI there as the run scores to make this a 2-run game now.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On a line, that's a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and the lead will swell to 3 now in the 7th inning.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
And a ball, 1-0. Popped him up. Kent over to his right. And that ends the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We've reached the 7th inning stretch here in San Francisco. It's the Mariners 6 and the Giants 3. Looking for more.
Number 3. Shortstop, Alex Rodriguez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a shot hit down the corner and foul, though it had the home run distance. The 0-1. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. Again, a 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Now in the box, Ken Griffey Jr. will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Bonds will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Digging in the switch hitter, Bill Miller. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Long run for the right fielder. He's there and records the first out.
The left fielder, number 25, Harry Bond.
Jose Mesa comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save.
Number 49, Jose
He's
Mesa.
set and the pitch. A high fastball is in there. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder has a beat on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, second base.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jeff Kent. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Right fielder giving chase. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
First baseman, number 6.
Now at the plate, JT Snow. A great opportunity for him here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. Driven nicely into the gap. He's in at second safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
Right fielder.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Ellis Burks, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Here comes the first pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner. Snow stands at second with 2 gone. And there's ball 1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And that's going to fall. A base hit. He'll come home with it, but not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Hey, with that base hit right there, that's his 3rd run batted into the game.
Yeah, he's the reason, Dan, they're even in this one to begin with. He's kept his team together with a great approach, finding his 3rd RBI of the day.
Quick check on that tying run at first, and the runner back easily. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
And a tough take on an inside sinker that just missed for ball 3. Snap throw to first, but he's back in safely. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Waiting on it, the right fielder makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Seattle Mariners used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 6 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Giants, 5 runs, 13 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 22 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 41,503. The Giants thank you for attending today's game at AT&T Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.